And right now you're looking live at Capitol Hill. The federal government shutdown now entering its 9th day. The Senate on Wednesday again failing to pass a bill to fund the government. And the ripple effects are only spreading wider. More than 1 million active duty military members will start missing out on pay if the stalemate continues this time next week. And they're not the only ones feeling the pinch. NewsNation's Alicia Nieves is in Manhattan with more on the shutdown's impact outside of Washington. Alicia, good morning. Small business owners are also suffering. How bad is it getting for Main Street USA?
Yeah, good morning, Nick. I mean, small business is the backbone of America. And for these businesses, I mean, they say it depends on, where you're located, what kind of business you do. For example, if you're a business in the Washington, D.C. area, a lot of them depend on just the foot traffic from federal contractors. They started feeling the pinch on day one, and now just over a week into the shutdown, they're really feeling it. Think your dry cleaners, your cafes, your restaurants. They rely on those federal workers as their customers. They're seeing a significant slowdown over the past 9 days. And then there's many small businesses that rely on federal contracts as a key part of their revenue stream. Some of them are already reporting layoffs because those contracts are not getting paid during this shutdown. And for any business where they're in the process of, or they were working on, getting a federally backed loan like through the Small Business Administration, everything there has stopped, leaving some deals really in a vulnerable position to potentially fall through.
The Small Business Administration is one such organization with federal employees that comes grinding to a halt during a government shutdown. So what does that mean? Well, if you're trying to get an SBA loan, or if you're in the middle of a process and you're like, I need that 150 grand or that, 500 grand to close this deal, buy this property, expand my second location for my restaurant, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen.
Yeah, and if those expansions aren't happening, that means job growth isn't happening. And ahead of this shutdown, we have been reporting for the last couple of weeks about seeing a cooling labor market and the need to have job growth kind of return to our economy. That, of course, amid the high interest rate environment and a lot of uncertainty around the Fed. But now you add in the stalemate in Congress, and it's just adding to all this uncertainty that's been plaguing businesses. William Stern, who you heard from there a moment ago, the founder of Small Business Financier, a captive, told NewsNation that businesses right now, what he's seeing is they're holding on to cash, and then they're considering AI, especially that AI is doing a lot of the work that would normally be handled by multiple employees. Fewer companies are really rushing to bring more people on. So right now we're seeing, less hiring. In fact, we're seeing some layoff. We're seeing businesses lose revenue, but economists really warn there's a greater concern to see a bigger impact to the economy. In fact, Oxford Economics estimates that every week we see a shutdown, overall GDP could shrink by about 0.2%, which is the overall health of our economy. We're already, just over a week in, so 0.2% down. We'll see how long this shutdown lasts, Nick.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.